Diffusing, yay! Nightmares or your hero. How's it happen, right? Some folks don't diffuse because you can't. Some people just give up on it. So there are multiple ways of diffusing curly hair. Today I'm going to show you one way, okay? So if it doesn't work for you, wait till the next video. We'll do several videos on different techniques and types. But today, we shampooed, we conditioned, let the conditioner in, hair's wet, and you squeeze it, you can hear the wet in there. If you can't hear it squishy like a wet shoe in a rainstorm, your hair's not wet enough. Curly hair needs moisture, and the floor. Curly hair needs moisture and needs a fixing agent, usually for curly hair to look well. So we're going to load Miss Paula's hair full of moisture. It starts by pulling it through. And yes, you can touch curly hair. There's certain systems out there, so you can't do this, you have to do that. That's the thing, so their products or their technique. There's not one way to cook a chicken or one way to cook a hot dog. There's not one way to do curly hair. So you find the technique and the styles that work for you, and that's how you hold on to them. So what I'm going to do is I put the moisture in, make sure we get even saturations. Look, I'm going to break the rules. Oh no, they'll throw a rock at me. I'm going to comb it through. But I'm going to comb it through parallel to the floor. That way I'm not pulling the roots down. And I put it in mid-shaft to ends, then work my way back to the top. Just comb it through, good saturation. You'll use less product, you'll save money as a consumer. As a hairdresser, you won't go through so much back bar product, or back stock, or whatever you want to call it. Just comb it through. Look, it's not getting on my comb. You're not using too much. Because your hair is like a shot glass. It only holds as much as a shot glass will hold, right? So if you're getting the most expensive shot in the world and they pour it above the shot glass and it goes on the bar, you're wasting your money, right? So you put more product in your hair than your hair can handle, you're just wasting it. You're gonna get a bad result. So now we need the curl. This is gonna be the gel today. Our model's hair likes gel, so we're gonna use the gel. Mid-shafts to end, mid-shaft to ends. Mid-shaft to ends, mid-shaft to ends, mid-shaft to ends. Then we're going to comb it through as well. Yeah, use your chair when you work, saves your back, saves your time. If you have a Demon brush, that works great. So to the sides, out parallel to the floor. Work your way through. Her hair's already been pre-detangled, so it's really nice. There's no any tangles in her hair. We didn't section the top off, so I'm going to kind of cheat now and go back to the top and comb it up to the sky. We are in Texas. Bigger hair is better. But really, to be truthful, the curly hair is usually flat on top, so if you'll pull your curl through this way with your products, it tends to help the curls be fuller on top when you get done. All right, what we're gonna do today, next, borrow her towel, thank you, is we are gonna use a blow dryer and a diffuser. There are a ton of diffusers out there. You could probably do a whole video on the many different kinds of diffusers. Today we're using this diffuser. Yay, it works for us. Blow dryer, medium heat, medium volume, and the volume button up. So medium flow, medium heat. What we're gonna do is start in the scalps. We're gonna do our 6-10 method. 6-10 meaning 6 seconds of heat, 10 seconds of cold. 6 seconds of heat, 10 seconds of cold. We're starting the roots to get more volume. Once we're getting a good dryness here, towards the end of the process, we'll go to the ends and dry that. 6 and 10, 6 and 10. So Paula, if you flip all your hair over to one side for us, please. There we go. And so if you're home by yourself as a client, this is how you do it. We'll start the root area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go again. Push the button. They say you can't touch curly hair because you'll mess it up, Okay, I get it. It's how you touch it, okay? They also say that you shouldn't put the diffuser on until a certain point. It all depends on where you're at in the world and the climate, what you're doing, how much time you have. This is one way of doing it. We'll do more videos, so don't throw a rock at me. Just check it out, give it a try. 610, 6 heat, hold button 10 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you see it starting to form the curls already? What we're doing is we're not really drying the hair mindset-wise the way I do it. What we're doing, we're setting the curls. It's like grandma in the hood dryer. She sat there read a magazine in the beauty shop. We're setting the curls. If you just let it air dry, then all the wires are going to run off the scalp away from the heat source. So now we're just going to help you do it faster, get more volume this way. So they tell you, don't touch it, don't touch it. Well, my hands have product on them still from applying the product. So I'm not touching with dry, scaly fingers. I'm touching with hands that already have product on it. You can feel my hands, you can feel the coating I have in my hand from the gel still. So I'm just picking it up and placing it in the diffuser. I'm not pulling, stretching, and stressing the curls, okay? So when you reach in and pick up the curl, you want to aerate it. What I mean by that is, create spaces for the air to go through. Run medium heat, medium airflow, and my button has a volume. I have a volume button on here, so we're gonna make the volume to help make the curls fluffier. It's not hot at all, is it?
No, it's not.
And so when you're diffusing curly hair, whatever technique you're using, I'm a firm believer you change up the pattern of the curl by moving it around. That way the curls will move around. If you just dry it all in one direction, it'll stay exactly in that direction. It'll look fake and forced. So we always want to move the hair from left to right, up, down, to get more movement on the roots. That way you get more movement and the hair is dry. We're doing 6 and 10, you might do 7 and 12. It's just what I do, 6, 10. That's what we do at my salon, it works for us. Now there'll be cases where you go longer or shorter, it's okay. Just find out what works. The main thing is you're heating it up and you're cooling it off. You're heating it up and you're cooling it off. That way you don't stress the curls and cause extra frizz. You'll get some frizz to curls, it's just the way curls are. Anybody here promises you no curls, just leave, they're lying. It's impossible to have frizz-free curl unless you glue it down so much you can't move, and then it's so crunchy you might as well back in the 80s in a bad day. And sometimes when you change your button from hot to cold, it takes a second to actually go from hot to cold or cold to hot. So you might be 7 and 11 or 7 and 12. Just use 610 as a reference guide. Good. The roots have got a good start to it. So now flip back the other side again, Miss Paula. And we're going to start the roots in. And I know some of you purists out there are freaking out right now. Oh no! He's drying the ends. Don't worry about it. This is one technique in one state, of all the states and all the countries in the world. This is one way of doing it. There's multiple ways of doing this. If anybody says they have the one way of doing it, they're lying. There's not one set of curls in the world. There's all kinds of curls. So just learn and put together your system. This is one piece of information so you can build your system for you. And sometimes when you force it dry this way, you may get a little frizz. It's okay at the end. When we actually finish it the rest of the way, we'll address that. And you know what? A little bit of frizz is kind of sexy anyhow, so don't worry about frizz. It's going to happen when the wind blows anyhow. When you change your blouse and you get changed from one set of clothes to the other, you'll get a little frizz. It's okay. It's natural. The chairs will be light. You feel like this. So what you don't want to do, I think, in any system is bounce around. Now I'll show you one in the future where we kind of hover around, like a hovercraft. That's totally different. But just jumping up and down like a guy on a pogo stick, that's not what you want to do. It's not best for the hair. It's not best for your curls. You guys, if you haven't seen it, there's this one diffuser called a tulip, I think. And it has like 2 rows of prongs in it. It's super deep. They have other ones that are really bowl-shaped. They have some that are really flat, have big long teeth in it. It all depends on the type of curl. So as a hairdresser, you may have to have 4 or 5 different kinds of diffusers to meet the needs of all your clients. As an individual, you may have to buy 4 or 5 different kinds of diffusers to find the right one for your hair. Just because your hairdresser uses it in the salon doesn't mean you'll get the same results at your house. So just try them, buy them and try them. If they work for you, pass it on. Get back this way. There we go. See the curl starting to take shape now? There we go. It's working. It's cooking. And just leave it in one spot for a few times, heating up and cooling down, heating up and cooling down. That way it doesn't jump all over the place. And doing the heat, hot and cold once again, it allows you to set the curl, and then setting the curl causes it to dry. And we're not bouncing all over the place like a guy on a pogo stick. Just working in a nice, smooth, controlled environment here. So for Paula's hair, our model here today, she has fine hair, but she has the density of a thick-haired person. What I mean by that is she has a lot of hair per square inch, but each individual hair strand is very fine. And you'll find with that kind of plant, this technique works really awesome. It'll aerate it, it'll jump the hair up, you'll have a lot of motion and movement, and you won't have to worry about being limp like fine hair often is if you don't dry it properly. We're gonna flip it all the way over, kind of gently just move the scalp around a little bit, the hair on the scalp. And so I love diffusing the hair upside down with curly hair. The challenge is though, if you do it all the way upside down, when you flip back up, you'll have Kramer hair everywhere, out of control. So you got to know when to look at it and stop. That way you don't have Kramer hair sticking up everywhere, wild hair. For those of you who know who Kramer is, he was on a sitcom called Seinfeld. Really popular back in my younger days. So if you don't know, go check it out and give Jerry Seinfeld some more residual and might make him richer than he is. Hey Jerry, send me a check, please. Well, he has curly hair. I should cut his hair.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So's Kramer.
How you cut both their hair?
Half those guys had curly hair.
Look, we just need to contact Seinfeld.
Yeah, contact Terry Slumper. We'd love to cut your hair. Shameless plug. Hey, as a hairdresser, which I'm not, I'm a hair magician. You should always be bold enough to ask for what you want from somebody. If they say no, and you really are as good as you think you are, it's their loss, not yours. As a salesperson, every time you get a no, You're one step closer to getting a yes. Used to hate that, but it makes sense. I'm not everybody's hairdresser. I'm not the best hairdresser, but I'm the best hairdresser for all my clients. Well, I'm not a hairdresser. I'm a hair magician, but I'm the best for them. So I always find it tricky as a professional. If you come in as a curly and you don't know what you're doing with your curls and you have a lot of help, I can teach you everything, you know, and diffuse your hair amazing the first time. Chances are the second, third, fourth time you come in, you become an expert of your hair, then you'll give me tips on how you did it. You'll tell me, hey, I tried this, but this works better. And then I'll incorporate that for your look, and then your look will be the best it can ever be because we do a co-op around our salon. What we mean by that is I ask you questions and you give me information and we work on your hair together. I don't have all the answers. So I was told a long time ago as a young man by a very smart guy that being smart wasn't knowing everything, but knowing where to find it is. And this is way before Google. So if I'm doing Paula's hair and then she does it all the time, hey Paula, right here is a little flat. How do you get volume there? Then she'd give me tips. Don't be afraid to ask your clients. They know how they fix your hair. We're just a spot drying, but Paula does wear her part right down the middle because she has a definite red side and a definite black side. So we're gonna go back and spot. Some of these are dry, some of them are still damp. And so we're just gonna go through and touch some of this up. If you get a piece that's really crazy and you wanna readjust it, spray it with some water and then re-put your curling products on it and then re-attack it or approach it with your diffuser. The rest of the air drying. So yeah, it's not complete. We have some areas we attend to. That's a styling issue. So Paula is a hairdresser here at the salon, and this is one of her favorite styling oils, which we're gonna put 3 drops in her hand probably. About 2. She's gonna emulsify it, and she's gonna reach in and she's gonna do what she does. She's gonna scrunch it and reshape it. So as she's going, we'll show you a little bit, and at the end we'll show you a finished product. Always scrunch it. Don't pull through and string it out. Scrunch it like you need in a dough. Just don't pull on it. You're not making taffy. The guy just jumps up now. Wait, knock this off. There you go. And if you find one that needs a little definition, Paula can take the oil that's in her hand. She can twist it up. She can hide it in there. But it's a quicker version. There are other versions of diffusing we can show later. But today I thought I'd show a fast one because winter's approaching soon. And people with curly hair, I know it's miserable. I used to have long curly hair down to here. And it's freezing outside and you have wet, damp hair going to work. It's miserable. Well, not for me because I like it cold. For most of the population who likes it warmer, it's horrible. So this is a fast dry and it'll be fine. Put your scarf and put your robe on it, it'll be just fine. So what do you think?
I like it. I like how fluffy it is.
Should I spin you in circles so we can see? And it's soft, it's touchable, it's soft, and so we can cut it and get this out for you.
That'd be cool.
And we are in need of a haircut. So our next haircut, which goes curly, we're gonna go something to this look so we get more volume in this area.
I like that.
But she's been wearing it straight lately because she's grown some length on it. So once we get time, we'll do a cut. Maybe we can video that for you guys as well.